This is the story of David and Goliath. Once upon a time in the land of Israel, there was a young shepherd boy named David. David was the youngest of 8 brothers and spent his days caring for his father's sheep. Though he was small and not as strong as his older brothers, David had a big heart and trusted in God with all his soul. He loved God and prayed to him every day, knowing that with God by his side, he could face anything.
One day, the people of Israel were in great danger. The Philistines, Israel's enemies, had gathered for battle against the Israelites. Among the Philistine army was a giant warrior named Goliath. He stood over 9 feet tall, and his armor was so heavy that it weighed as much as a small person. Goliath challenged the Israelites, shouting, "Send me your strongest warrior. If he defeats me, we will serve you, but if I defeat him, you will serve us." Every day for 40 days, Goliath came out and taunted the Israelites, but no one was brave enough to fight him.
David, who had been sent by his father to deliver food to his brothers on the front lines, heard Goliath's challenge. When he saw how scared the Israelite soldiers were, David knew that with God's help, he could defeat the giant.
David went to King Saul and told him he will fight the giant. King Saul was surprised. "You are just a boy and Goliath is a mighty warrior," he said. But David replied, "I have fought off lions to protect my sheep, and the Lord who saved me from them will save me from this giant." King Saul, seeing David's courage, agreed to let him fight. He tried to give David his armor, but David found it too heavy. Instead, David chose 5 smooth stones from a brook and armed himself with only his sling and his faith in God.
David approached Goliath, and the giant laughed when he saw the boy coming to face him. "Am I a dog that you'll come at me with rocks?" Goliath roared. But David without fear responded, "You'll come against me with sword and spear, but I come against you in the name of the Lord Almighty."
David took one of the stones from his pouch and placed it in his sling. He prayed to God for strength and courage, and with a swift motion, he slung the stone at Goliath. The stone struck the giant in the forehead, and Goliath fell to the ground with a mighty crash. The Israelites rejoiced, and the Philistines fled in fear. David's faith in God had triumphed over the giant.
From that day on, David was known as the hero who trusted in God to defeat the mighty Goliath. He became a great king of Israel. His story teaches us that, with God, all things are possible, no matter how big the giants in our lives may seem. Just as David trusted in God to defeat Goliath, we are called to trust in God's power and love in our own lives. When we face challenges or giants, we should remember that with faith, courage, and God's help, we too can overcome anything.